Good evening, everyone. I'm Matt Williamson. I just want to do a quick video here before Christmas. Got a couple ideas here that came into my head yesterday, and a buddy of mine, Anthony Rotuno, he's a podcaster who does Glass Onion on John Lennon, sent me a video, a link on one of these AI videos. Let me show it to you.
I'm telling you, this thing's gonna be a blast.
I'll hold you to it, mate. Looks wild.
Front seat, no less.
That's secure. Enjoy your ride, gentlemen.
Ready?
Born ready.
Here we go!
Blimey! That's it. I can't feel my legs.
Let's do it. You ready for this, man? You're gonna mess up that pretty hair of yours.
Might improve it, Elvis. Front row seats, look at us.
Best in the house, dog. You got.
Oh, yeah.
Take that.
Hey, all right, my turn. You're lousy at dodging, Presley.
We'll call it a draw then. I think I need a bigger pony. Woo. Or maybe a bigger kid.
Now, this video obviously is, I mean, it's so goofy. Why would anybody want to have Elvis and John Lennon on a roller coaster together? But there's this whole series of Lennon and Elvis stuff together, which I have no interest in. Right now, my only interest is seeing, well, what can this AI stuff actually do? And I've not been impressed with this. Although, I mean, just the idea of having the likenesses be so pretty accurate, not perfectly. I mean, we can tell it's AI, because most Beatle fans know that never happened. But we're in early stages here. So this is kind of what is to come, a sampling of what is to come. Now, I'm sure many of you have seen all kinds of goofy things. Here's one that I've seen, in photography. A lot of people will use these filters, like these women use, these 60-year-old women that use to look like they're 38 again, and smoothing over the faces. They use this on the Beatles. I mean, I don't know the point of that, but they do it. And I think a lot of this is people just playing. Most people, I think they want to get into the creative game. And I saw this in my career early on when computers came in and there was design software. So if you were savvy on a computer and you got design software and you weren't a designer, all of a sudden you could kind of pass yourself off as a designer because you could manipulate some of the software. That doesn't mean that you had a creative mind that could create something good and worthwhile and something that people will pay for. So I think we're going to see that same thing with artificial intelligence too. I mean, we're going to see some very good stuff by fans. We're going to see some very bad stuff by fans. Now there was one, let me show you this other one I saw. It was a video created of the Beatles posing for their album covers, which I thought was kind of creative. And obviously this is fake, obviously. But I was very surprised to see how negative people reacted to it. And I think that people are just getting sick and tired of the fakeness. I mean, we are in a post-truth world, ladies and gentlemen. And I won't go into the reasons why, but I mean, obviously you can say somebody's a guy who's not a guy or vice versa. I mean, these are things that are problematic when it comes to truth. You hear these sayings like, well, just speak your own truth. What does that even mean? So this is affecting the Beatles as well. And I think, really, in the Beatle world, it's not that important compared to the world where people are going to start losing their jobs because of AI. That's a bigger deal. But I think this is a microcosm of what is to come, what will be real, what will be fake. And I mean, I would prefer that there was no such thing as AI, quite frankly. I mean, I can see reasons or examples of it helping me personally, but generally speaking, I mean, wasn't life better when we didn't have cell phones? Probably. Technology isn't all good. So I don't know quite how I feel about where this is all going. But I did catch wind of another video. One of my commenters and one of the people that follows my channel suggested a recent video by Robert Fithen. Now, Robert has got a YouTube channel called well, it's called Robert Fithin, and he does all kinds of videos on 60s and 70s, 80s musicians and bands and things like that. And he's been on my radar for quite a while. I check in with him every now and then and watch one of his videos. Anyway, he said some very nice things about my channel in a recent video, but this video was called Beatles Fatigue. And the things he was saying resonated with me because, like him, I've quit buying a lot of these Beatle things. The last thing that came into my possession that I didn't even buy was a gift for me was the Revolver box set. And that came out in 2022. I've not bought anything since. And I think that what's going on here, there was a quote that I saw from a guy by the name of Pepin de Mortier. He's a younger guy, and he suggested that beauty has been stolen from the people and has been sold back to them under the concept of luxury. So we see this with the Beatles, whereby there's really no talk of what is transcendent about the Beatles. It certainly isn't the box sets, it's their original music. And what's going on to the original music? Well, they're changing it. They're remixing it. They're bringing out all these alternate takes, demos, trying to create through AI a new Beatles final single with software and, to make something that really isn't. And this is what I'm getting tired of. And I think that this idea, these luxury boxes that we see, have taken the place of actually discussing the Beatles' value. It's taken the place of curating their legacy. Apple obviously is not doing that. They're the one trying to cash in. You keep hearing them say, or the word on the street with regard to these new products is like they're trying to reach new fans. Well, who are these new fans? Do they even exist? Or are those going to be created through AI? Don't laugh, that's how it works. Bots and all these things. I think that's where this is going, folks. So, as I was thinking through this, and that quote from Pepin de Mortier, it really resonated with me. And, I don't really hear, there are very good podcasters out there. There are good writers. There are good YouTubers talking about the Beatles and some important stuff, but it's being hijacked by all of these luxury items that are being sold back to us in the place of art and beauty. So I guess we really could use Mark Lewison's Volume 2 right now to kind of bring some reality, some art back to the discussion. And hopefully that will be soon. But there are other people that are doing good work as well. And I think that this AI thing is going to overshadow a lot of that work, unfortunately. So we'll have to see. This is the end of 2025 as I'm doing this here. And I don't have a lot of faith in where this is going in terms of continuing to curate the Beatles' legacy, which is really all I expect at this point. I don't expect more cleanups and all that. I mean, I guess that's just gluttony on our part. And I've been there as well. I've bought stuff and I've wanted stuff, but I'm kind of getting over it. And I think we need to get back to recognizing the art and not the consumer product. Merry Christmas, everybody. Thanks for watching.
And I fall asleep, counting my blessings.